Good morning. I'm all excited. We have more tarot readings to do today. So we're doing a 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. One of those slots. Please hop in here and ask a question. We'll get you a free tarot reading. All right. So we have a question from Jocelyn we couldn't get to last night. Basically, will I get the job? We had four of those in a row. Will I get the job for Jocelyn? We have the two. Two indicates choices. I think there are more than one choice for this particular, not really position, but this company and even possibly sister companies. Sophia, welcome. It's so good to see you. Sophia, thank you for letting me know the Hebrew letters on the Hermetic Tarot. I appreciate it. That is so cool. I wish they would have included that on the book. Maybe they include that in the book. I haven't read the whole thing about halfway through, but it would have been great to see that. Sinai Zamora, welcome. I have not seen you here before. Thank you so much for your Patreon support, Sinai. I appreciate it greatly. Christina, good morning to you as well. Tanya, hello. Rashu, hello as well. So we are doing, Jocelyn had a question last night we didn't get to. So we got this choices, right? We have the earthly choices. We have the juggling choices. It looks like that this particular job may not be the only job that's available, or it may have even sort of a sister company or sort of different companies or somewhere in the network that have a possibility of doing so. So it looks like you may have more than one opportunity. And I think that one of those opportunities should be able to work out. Priya, welcome. Hello. How's it going? DP, good morning. How's it going? DP wants to know, should I get a job or go back to school for extra income? Speaking of jobs, right now we're doing Jocelyn. I want to know if they get a job. I do believe that you did different opportunities for Jocelyn. And one of the opportunities is going to work out. The Four of Wands, the traditional home, the traditional stability that we have with the four, with coming in with the wands as well, means you're going to have one of those opportunities. It looks like you're just going to have to apply for more than one and try to sort of fit into one of those. It may not be possible to get the job that you actually submitted and are trying to get, but you do have a lot of indications for basically a different job or some sort of a newer job within the company or the sister company or within that network. So I would apply for more than one that you're looking for and try to get more than one, and I think it'll work out. Christina, I want to buy this Hermetic Tarot. You pushed me to really give a chance. Yeah, it's definitely a niche tarot. I mean, it's black and white, and it's full of symbolism. This would be great for like an OCD Virgo like me. So you just want to sit there and just memorize all this stuff. I love doing that. So this would be a good one for me. So that's why I sort of ended up picking it up. The book, unfortunately, doesn't cover all the symbolism. So now I have to go look up some of the other ones. I really wish that they had like a really thick 300-page book that I could just dig into and get everything. That would be great for me. Rashu, welcome. How's it going? Chalk, welcome back, Chalk. Long time no see. It's been a whole 11 hours, I think. Aquarius Owl, hello. Good morning. I just had my coffee and now I'm on the backup, the water. Let's see, Priya had some questions. Aqua Goddess, what a great name. Aqua Goddess, hello. I've not seen you before. Please hit like and subscribe if you like the content. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see, who is my next partner? And let's see. All right, well, cool. So yeah, we have 700 videos on the channel. Nice detective work. CM, welcome back, CM. It's so good to see you. So, yeah, you do have multiple choices. You do have multiple things that are going to be opportunities. And you have choices. You have choices here and you have choices here. Very strong indicator, very strong spread for multiple choices or things that are going to work out, but you're going to have to apply for different things. I think if you go down one path, and that would be your one path that you're constantly going to do, then it may not work out as well as trying multiple things at once and trying to get multiple things. But judgment is that rebirth or that opportunity that we have, sort of that newer opportunity. Again, the judgment means a newer opportunity. It could be a job that's that's just been a requisition that's just been placed. It could be a job that was just invented or something like that. So you have that newness here and you have that stability here. So I think everything will work out. Just make sure that you apply for more than one thing and make sure that you ask about any other opportunities, or it may be a sister company or something like that. Priya, welcome. Aqua Goddess, Aquarius Owl, everybody's here. All right. Will I ever settle out of the country? Who will be my next partner? Hermetic Tarot. Should I get a job or go back to school for extra income? Will I lose my home? Will I find the help? Well, that is a good question. Let's find out. Let's see. So DP wants to know, will I lose my home or find help? Let's get, what is a good home loss deck to use there? I think we're going to go with the Thoth. We're going to go with the Thoth. We'll try that and see how that works out. Somebody did ask a question, how do you do Thoth with reversals, since reversals are extremely obvious. As you can see, reversals are kind of obvious. So I just pick the card randomly for there. So in other words, when I go through here, I don't look at, I don't deal out cards. In other words, I'm not going to get this and go card. I don't do that. So I just go through randomly. I'm just going to go through, not even looking, and grab a card. Not even looking, grab a card. Same thing, like that. I have no idea if it's reversed or not because I'm not even looking at the card until it goes down. Obviously now I know it's reversed, but I don't really, I didn't really control that. I didn't micromanage that reversal. Does that make sense? So that's obviously reversed. And that's interference reversed, which is great. That's great. And that's great. Okay. So looking at a move, definitely sort of a move sort of situation coming in through here. Let's see. I'm always first on chat and never get picked. Ask a question, Tanya. You're next. Let's see, Lisa, should I teach more yoga classes? Enjoy my time off. Yoga is always fun. It's always entertaining. Let's see, help you find help, DP. Indeed. Will I lose my home or you find help? I do see a move coming. So obviously we do have the move card, or the move card, as well as the good news card. Interference has been relieved. A lot of interference is sort of being lifted out. We do have that truce, or that feel that everything is figured out. So we do have sort of a mixture here. How do your personal readings work? Is there a limited number of questions you can ask within that time? Nope. Personal readings are your time. You can ask 100 questions. If you can fit it in the 20 minutes, you can ask 100 questions. If you want more time, let me know. We'll work out a deal. So, but basically, you do have a move coming. So it doesn't mean lose the house or you find help. I think that something works out. I think it's more complex than what you're thinking. I think there are more factors involved. There's more complexity within what you're thinking. I don't think it's a yes or no situation, or a yin or yang situation. I don't think it's one of those situations. Let's go through what I'm seeing here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's looking a lot like things that come around, go around. So I think that there is something coming that you see, or something different than what you're thinking that comes, that you see, and things are going to work out in your favor. You have that Jupiter in Libra. You have that strong balance that's coming, or that strong truce that's coming, that long-term truce, or that long-term solution is coming to your problem. And that Jupiter is really going to sort of expand the situation and give you opportunities that you're not aware of. It give you things that you don't really see coming, or some opportunities as far as moving in houses and things like that, that again, you don't see coming. So it's almost like that you do receive some help, but not in the way that you're thinking, and the solution is not what you're thinking. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Things that go around, come around. Things that come around, go around. We have this truce, this feeling of everything working out, or the feeling of bargains being made, some bargains being made monetary wise. We have interference sort of eliminated in a lot of respects too. So some of the things that you're running into that are problems become not problems and become situations that you can resolve and situations that you can get through. Some of the blockages that you're facing free up, and you don't have those anymore. And then we have the things working out, but you do have a move. So if you're looking at staying in the same house, I see a move coming. Swiftness, things go by quickly, things move quickly, things are moving, and it turns out in your favor. This is such a wonderful card. I mean, this is according to the many of the Thoth books, this is the best card in the deck. Things work out in your favor, things work out emotionally for you, and you have that solution, or you have that good news. But again, with the swiftness card points me to moving. It could be that things work out swiftly. I mean, a lot of people will look at this and go, hey, why don't you say that things are going to work out swiftly or things are going to resolve swiftly, because that is swiftness. And I'm looking at that as a move, possible move here. I'm just seeing that as because we're talking about houses, we're talking about living situations and things like that. So, I mean, it could be somebody over there is yelling at the screen right now and saying that, why don't you say that things are resolved swiftly? That's what it says. Maybe. But I'm just saying that that it could be a move. It could very, very possibly be a move. All right. Let's see. Tanya wants to know, who will my next partner be? And Tanya indeed was the first one in here. Oh, let's see. Lisa, you have so much value to your channel. I would definitely buy your tarot cards. Oh, thank you so much. Get rid of a stressful person. It's always good to get rid of a stressful person. By the way, speaking of my tarot cards, I have an oracle card for you. We have this doggy. These oracle cards are going to be available in 2 weeks. I have my printer figured out. I have the final prototypes coming. If you like this, they include numerology and they include astrology. So you could literally sit here and talk for like an hour just on these cards alone. So it's not like a traditional oracle deck where you just lay down a card and it has a title. No. There's a lot of depth in here. You can go through and read an hour just from these cards alone. I can tell you extreme details on these cards alone. And there's 72. So the next set of cards that you put down are not going to be similar. Because you know why? Because I'm tired of buying oracles and they have 20 cards. I'm not buying any more oracles and they have 20 cards. No more. Socialista, welcome back. It's so good to see you, Socialista. Thank you for all the comments on the channel. Social, appreciate that. Charm House Tarot, what a great name. Hello. Please hit like and subscribe if you have not. We have 700 videos to choose from. And I'm going to have complete course on playing cards. So if you're interested in reading with playing cards. And somebody asked last night, they're like, can you read with playing cards? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I'm going to show you how. It's quite easy, in fact. Let's see. Who will my next partner be? Let's find out. Who will my next partner be? And we're not going to use playing cards for that one. We're going to use the love screen. Everybody loves the love screen. And I think that we're going to try out, let's do something different. Let's do something different. I think we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot and find out how it's going with the Dark Mansion Tarot. Who my next partner be? Grab some random cards, see if we can get some details on Tanya's next partner. All right, let's find out. 8 of Cups. Okay, who will my next partner be? I do love the Dark Mansion Tarot. It did take quite some time to get this deck. I don't know. It did quite a bit. Replace the hearts with dollar signs. Good idea, Chuck. I think I'll do that. I'll have dollar signs in there, and it'll be a career screen. I think I want to update the transition too. So the transition right now is purple. So it's purple like that. I'm going to update it so that it's a Thoth card. So you have 2 Thoth cards like going in, and the Thoth cards open back up. I think that would be cool. I think it'd be better than just purple. I'll try that. Try that and figure out how to do that. All right. I did that. I did the transition myself in After Effects. So I have After Effects on here. We'll try that and figure it out. Okay, so who will my next partner be? I think that you're going to be in a situation to where you find a partner that travels for a living. We have the Eight of Wands. We have that movement. And in this particular card in the Dark Mansion Tarot, as you can see, we actually have somebody that is traveling with, wow, autofocus is off because it doesn't work. So we have someone that's traveling with the card, which is interesting. I haven't seen this in any other deck. So I think that you're looking for somebody that travels for a living, or somebody that travels for money, somebody that does work with travel, and they move back and forth between cities doing travel. It could be a commute, maybe a long commute, but we're looking at the Eight of Wands really indicates for me that they travel for a living, and this is what they do in their job. So you're looking at somebody who travels for a living. The Eight of Cups, they've also recently broken up, or they're going through a breakup at this point. And it's going to be a little difficult situation because there's kids involved and they have children, and you're going to have to sort of deal with the fact that they have children and they're having to sort of move out of that situation. It's almost like they've moved out of the situation recently, so it's a rather recent breakup. So, the Chalk Mystify, the Modern Witch Tarot deck shows, okay, cool, that's awesome. I do not have the Modern Witch. I need to pick that one up. That's been on my wish list for a while. So we do have someone that has kids that travels for a living, and they're sort of going through a messy breakup or a breakup. So you're going to have to deal with a bit of that emotional baggage coming into that possibility. And if you really want to go with that, it is a good romance relationship. In other words, you do feel a lot of that emotional connection, and you feel like the relationship is really going to sort of work out. And I'm really thinking that this is going to be a water sign, possibly a Pisces. You're looking at a water sign, that water sign feel. Somebody who is good with communicating emotions, somebody who knows how to manage their emotions, somebody who knows how to sort of get into that space and be emotional, be communicative emotionally, and really able to sort of satisfy a lot of emotional needs in a relationship. So when you go into a relationship, you do have needs as far as physical needs, emotional needs, mental stimulation needs. You have a lot of things to balance. A relationship is a fairly complex thing to be in, right? You look at it and it seems so simple and it seems so natural, but once the honeymoon period is over, it does need some maintenance. It does need some needs satisfied. And emotionally, I think it's going to be a big plus for you, a big boon for you to sort of get into this and have this. Three of Cups is a very successful emotional card, right? It's a very successful emotional card. And it's also the three, the birth or the beginning or the manifestation of what started with Kether and the Ace and the One. And the three is going to be the birth of this emotional relationship. And again, I think it's going to be a water sign. Look for a water sign to sort of come in and be there. It could be a Pisces, could be a variety of other things. But you have that watery sign feel. The Seven of Pentacles points me to that it's going to be a situation to where it's going to be a bit challenging with money once you start this relationship. If you want to dive into it seriously, you're going to have a bit of challenge with money. There's going to be some arguments with money. There's going to be some things, but a lot of the money is going to be put towards either savings or maybe the ex or something like that. And there's going to be money challenges at first. So just sort of watch out for that. But you're good emotionally. If you want a short-term relationship, if you want a mid-term relationship, something that's emotionally satisfying, something that you're going to sort of lean on in hard times, I think this is going to be good. Look for water signs. Look for it within, let's say, the next 7 or 8 months. We're looking at 7 or 8 months. We have a 7 here and an 8 here and an 8 here. A very strong indication of 7 to 8 months as far as this goes. But I think it's going to be a nice relationship. It's going to be a relationship where you can be comfortable. You can be yourself. Any sort of relationship like that is always a plus. So That is the Dark Mansion Tarot, by the way. Somebody will ask. And here is what that looks, whoops. And here is what that looks like. That is the Dark Mansion Tarot. And we'll figure that out. So good luck. And hopefully everything works out with that. That is Tanya's reading. Let's see. Will things get better for me this year? Who joined? Sue, welcome. Latoya, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Sue, let's see. Sophia and Tanya. Thank you. I'll pass on that one. Well, it does sound kind of interesting, though. Charm House Tarot. Got rid of the stressful person. Indeed. Let's see. Can I ask a question? Is someone taking things out of my house? Socialista. Well, that is an unusual question. You know I like unusual questions. Social? Let's find out. You know, social, if I pull the Seven of Swords in this, you're going to laugh. Someone taking things out of my house. You know what you need, social? You need one of those Amazon cameras that are the hidden cameras. You need some of those. There are there's another camera called Wyze, W-Y-Z-E, and the camera's like $20. And you can take it out of the housing and put it in something and hide it in the corner, I guess. But what is a good someone stealing things card? I don't know. I'm thinking The Little Prince. Find out the Little Prince Tarot. Let's see. Or a dog. Could be. Let's see. Let me find out here. All right. I'm telling you now, if the Seven of Swords comes out of this deck, then that is going to be absolutely hilarious. Let's find out. Seven of Swords. Now, I'm picking this completely random. You're watching me. Somebody's going to say you're a card magician. You did that on purpose. We're going completely random here. Finding out if we got the Seven of Swords. Get a few cards. Let the Seven of Swords come out. Maybe. Find out. All right, here we go. The tension is on. To find out about this. Let's see. We got the Empress. We got the Two of Wands. We got the Magician. The Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Now this is kind of interesting. How do you translate this to someone stealing things out of your house? Too late to change now. Well, I don't see it. I thought I would see it. I really did. That's why I made a big deal about pulling cards randomly. Let's see. I don't really see things taken out of your house. So we go through. I mean, we have the Empress. I'm not sure how the Empress fits in as someone stealing things from my house. I think that there are things missing clearly, or you would not have asked the question in the first place. So I do think there are things missing. And we have the Two of Wands, almost as if you're searching for these things that are missing or the things that are gone. Have the Magician, sort of the owning things or having the collection of things. You do have things that are important. You do have things that are important to you, but some of the things that are missing may not be that important, may not be that critical, so there are things missing indeed. I do think that you don't really know what's happening. I do think that there's some factors here that are hiding, that are sort of blindfolding you from the situation, and maybe you're not seeing some things around the situation that you should be. So I would advise you to grab some of those Wyze, W-Y-Z-E cameras for $20. I have like 3 of those. They're great. And you put a card into them, and it'll record 24 hours a day. It'll alert you when something moves in an area, and it'll record anybody moving around in any areas. And again, you can take it out of the house. You can undo the housing, unscrew it, and then take that stuff out and then put it in another object. So let's say put it in a bottle, or put it in a speaker, or or put it in a tarot box or something, and put a hole in a tarot box and hide it in there. Anyway, it is something to think about as far as stealth cameras. Nine of Pentacles. I don't see anything being stolen. I don't see it. So, I mean, let me know what's being stolen. I'm kind of curious what's missing. Are you missing like a computer? Or are you missing like something small? You had maybe a thumb drive, and now the thumb drive is missing. I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to like, well, what is missing? Where did it go? But I don't see anybody stealing anything. I was looking for something where things are leaving or things are exiting. Maybe the Chariot, maybe the Seven, maybe even the Five of Swords. Maybe in the Five of Swords we have that defeat feeling. Maybe even that. But I don't see anything being stolen. I just don't see it. I don't see any cards where things are leaving, things are moving, things are processing or going away or being taken or anything like that. I was hoping to get something like that because I thought it would be hilarious. Sue, very exciting. It is exciting indeed. Rashu, welcome. How's it going? Lisa, ring cameras. Yeah, ring cameras are good. Ring cameras are great. All of those cameras where you have motion detection, and if you're doing a hidden camera, it's always good to have a camera that has a slot for an SD card. So you can put a card in there and have local recording. And that way, if your internet goes out, and something doesn't upload, it'll record it for you locally on the card. I thought that was cool. And the Wise has a feature to where on the app you can click, so you have a motion event. So something's moving, right? So this card is moving. The Wise will indicate motion on the log, and you can click that motion event, and it'll take you to that spot on the SD card. And now on the SD card, you're right at that exact moment where motion happened. So it'd be fun. Blue Crayola, my favorite name. When will I meet my future spouse? Let's find out. And this will be the last question. We will be back in 11 hours. And we'll be back tomorrow at the same time as well. So let's try Blue Crayola. Wants to know, when will I meet you can do all of these cameras have phone support, which is great. BC wants to know, when will I meet my future spouse? Let's find out. All right, let's see, what would be a good future spouse? What would be great would be the love screen. I need to get the love screen and get ending soon on there. There we go. That is huge. Ending soon is huge on the love screen. That is monstrous. Pandora, thank you so much for your subscription. We have 700 videos, by the way. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, please hit like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. When will you meet your future spouse? I think we're going to go with playing cards for this. Someone asked, can you read with playing cards? Yes, you can. We're going to read with playing cards on meeting the future spouse. Find out. All right, let's get a good playing card spread. And Fancy Dress, another one of my favorite names. Welcome back. It's good to see you, Fancy. I appreciate you coming to the channel. We're about to end, but we'll be back in 11 hours, and we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. So please come back if you didn't get your question answered. I'd love to try to answer it during one of those times. But I need to make a lot of videos today. Today is video day. Look for like 4 videos today. A lot of action on the channel today. We're going to start a course on this. So we're going to have a complete course on this. Every card will be covered. You'll get to see every card. You'll get to see the symbology on all of these cards. You'll get to see all of how to read with it and all that stuff. We're doing a complete course, and we have a big chunk of 72 cards. This is actually, the final version of this is like 1.5 inches thick. So I'm not sure how I'm going to jam that into a box, but I'm looking for custom boxes at this point. It's so thick. And it comes in a huge box as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So when will you meet your future spouse? When will you meet your future spouse? So we're pretty much looking at numbers at this point, right? We're looking at a when question. We're looking at numbers. could have the possible spouse, or at least some communication with a possible spouse. A lot of times we'll have communications with people. They could be a spouse. They could not be a spouse. There's a lot of factors, a lot of complexities going in with trying to find a particular person or something like that. As far as timing goes, looking at 9 to 11 months. 9 to 11 months. So when I say that, we're looking at 11 here, we're looking at 9 here. Looking at 9 to 11 months, it's really sort of indicating between that. I think that you're going to meet them as far as when you meet them. So we're looking at maybe 10 months, 11 months. When you meet them, it's not going to be too obvious. I think you're going to meet other people in between as well. We do have the Queen sort of just sitting here, meaning that you could have an opportunity to meet other people, but they may not be a spouse. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think you're looking at a short-term relationship before you meet your spouse. So if you're looking for a spouse, you're sort of waiting for, where's waiting for someone? So, would be a great card for this is this one, right? Waiting for someone. So if you're waiting for someone, if you're looking for a particular person, the person that you're going to meet first may not be the person that you're going to end up with long term. Does that make sense? So you're going to meet someone, you are waiting for someone. You're going to meet someone, it won't be the person that you think it will be. I think it will be a short-term relationship. So if you're good with a short-term relationship between now and when you meet your spouse, that's okay. Just be prepared for that. Be prepared. Maybe this is not going to be my spouse. Maybe this is not going to be a long-term relationship. I do think there are some complexities with that relationship. The 6, right? The 6, it does look like something rather stable. It does look like something that's sort of a win-win situation as far as short-term relationship goes. I do think, again, that the other relationship opportunity will be more of a priority, and make sure that you're open to the long-term relationship that is coming rather than the short-term one. And learn to sort of recognize that in your intuition. Learn to sort of recognize that possibility of a short-term relationship being okay for now, but is that going to be something I want in 11 to 12 months once I meet someone, once I start another sort of courting process? No. Just be aware that that's coming. So anyway, that is when will I meet my future spouse. And again, we'll be back here in 11 hours for the 6:30 p.m. Tonight is always very busy. Saturday nights are extremely hectic and busy, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to drink some caffeine, get a power bar before I walk into tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of videos today. Look for a video on tutorial about this. Look for another numerology video to where I have another numerology cheat sheet video coming out today. We got readings coming out today. A lot of stuff. I got the day off and I'm taking advantage of it for a lot of good entertainment today. So watch for all those videos. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I never thought I would just be reading tarot early in the morning and a bunch of people would be here hanging out with me. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for the donations and everything else. Blue Crayola, I hope it works out and I hope everything. Sophia, thank you so much for being here. Sophia, you are awesome. Sophia is the most awesome person on the channel. I'm just telling you. Sophia has great advice for me on the videos. Sophia hangs out in the channel. Sophia has the most positive and amazing comments on the channel. So Sophia is just amazing. Socialista, thanks for hanging out with me. Everyone that's usually here, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And we'll see you again in 11 hours. Have a fantastic Saturday.